It's news time. Information is power. Be current. The news headline. Troops neutralize IPOB member in Imo. The news in full. Troops have neutralized a member of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra and Eastern Security Network (ESN) and dispersed others engaging in setting homes and businesses ablaze in Imo. The troops conducting exercise Golden Dawn engaged the hoodlums on Monday while responding to a distress call on attacks by the hoodlums in Awo Mama community, Oru East local government area. Major Abubakar Abdullahi, Acting Deputy Director of Army Public Relations, 82 Division Nigerian Army, said this in a statement made available to the News Agency of Nigeria, NAN, in Enugu on Tuesday. In the quest to compel citizens to comply with the unlawful order, IPOB ESN criminals indulged in harassment, intimidation, and physical abuse of commuters going about their lawful businesses. The criminals went further to carry out arson and destruction of businesses and homes at Ishieke Junction along Owerri-Onitsha Expressway as a vendetta against the citizens for not complying with the illegal order. The hoodlums, who had earlier blocked the highway, set ablaze a commercial vehicle heading towards Onitsha. The vigilant troops, responding to distress calls by motorists and shop owners, swiftly moved to the scene and engaged the hoodlums in a firefight. The troops overwhelmed the hoodlums, forcing them to scamper in different locations, and the troops pursued the hoodlums to their hideouts in Akata community in Oru East local government area, where a member of the group was neutralized in the shootout. While the troop engaged the hoodlums in their hideouts, other members of the group, who alleged that some individuals had volunteered information to the troops, mustered at Isheke Junction and set ablaze houses and businesses of law-abiding citizens. The troops again returned to the junction to disperse the hoodlums. Unfortunately, a gallant soldier paid the supreme price in the defense of the people, he said. The spokesman recalled that since the sad event of April 5, when some unscrupulous elements invaded the custodial center Owerri and freed 1,800 inmates, there have been an upsurge in criminalities in Imo State. He said crimes such as kidnapping, carjacking, robbery, unwarranted killing, and arson had been on the increase in the state, and even in the face of unwholesome propaganda by IPOB ESN, other criminal elements and their collaborators to misinform Nigerians on the truth regarding the arson at Awo Mama, the Nigerian Army will continue to remain professional. The Nigerian Army appeals to the good people of Imo State to ignore the propaganda and threats by indigenous people of Biafra and their affiliate groups. IPOB members, despite their deceitful call, cancelling the Monday sit-at-home order, have continued to intimidate and harass citizens who come out to do their legitimate businesses, the spokesman added. And this is the news about the ongoing attacks going on in Oru East local government area, Akata community, where the member of some groups, which they suspect to be the members of the indigenous people of Biafra, were neutralized in the shootouts. And here is the spokesperson of the Nigerian Army giving accounts of the atrocities going on within this area, where Abdullahi, who happens to be the Acting Deputy Director of the Army Public Relations 82 Division Nigerian Army, where he said that the troops conducting the exercise Golden Dawn have dispersed the IPOB and ESN hoodlums that are actually going on to enforce the legitimacy sit-at-home order imposed on the people of the Awo Mama community on Monday, November 22nd. Although the indigenous people of Biafra had said that they had cancelled the sit-at-home order for now. This great IPOB worldwide family has an undisputable leader in person of leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and his order is final. The Directorate of State cannot in any good conscience willfully disobey our leader's order and at the same time expect Biafrans to obey instructions emanating from the DOS. Powerful pointed out that the DOS does not mind being insulted by Biafrans, but cannot, by any stretch of imagination, be compelled or bamboozled into disregarding or disobeying a direct order from our leader. IPOB continued saying that those outside the leadership can never know more than the leaders. What is expected of every IPOB family member and Biafrans at the point is loyalty and consistency. The DOS knows what is at stake, understands the terrain, and can never betray the trust reposed on it by the leader of this great movement, by Biafrans. The adjustment of the sit-at-home order is sacrosanct because the order of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, must be implemented fully. Biafrans and residents of Biafra land are therefore free to go about their legitimate businesses every Monday without fear, intimidation, or molestation by anybody. The sit-at-home will be observed only on days that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will appear in court, and on such days our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will give the same order. And as a result of this, these are the DOS, that is the Directorate of Biafra, had actually yet insisted that every Biafra members must now resume back to their daily activities and continue with what will bring food on their table, saying that this directive was actually not taught just by the DOS, but it was a direct instruction from the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, that is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has actually ordered that every one of them, should actually continue their daily businesses. And the Ima Powerful, the media and publicity spokesperson of the Biafra, had actually says that it is not possible for them to just wake up a day and give directive on their own, saying that every single message or instruction that they pass down to the Biafra members are actually the exact word and directive of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, saying that henceforth, only on days that Kanu will be going to court or will appear in court will there be any other sit at home, saying that despite the suspension of exercise in Oka, Onitsha, Inewi, Nsukka, Aba, and other major towns in the southeast state on Monday, they observed sit-at-home order, making the group reconsider its stand. Ima Powerful, who also spoke to some journalists in reaction to the observance of the order, despite the suspension, said that the IPOB was not even were no longer enforcing anyone to stay at home, but added that people voluntarily decided to observe it to show how they feel about the continued detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ima Powerful said that the exercise was not entirely banned, but was only suspended, and that since the people were fine with it, the group might reintroduce it. He, however, said that that would be after due consultation, and that they have observed that people decided to sit at home today. However, we did not tell them to do so, and we did not compel or force anybody as well. We suspended the sit-at-home order for this Monday, but after consultation, we have decided we suspended the sit-at-home for this Monday, but after consultation, we can decide to order the people to sit at home again. As for this Monday, the people are just expressing their feeling, and we are still consulting, and we will let the people know later. Ima Powerful noted. Thanks for listening.